I could get behind that.
Nice.
Yeah.
You could tell the plastic's thin.
I was going to say you could tell it's plastic.
It's one of those like eco cups.
Sounds like a wind chime. Yeah. I love wind chimes.
Yeah, they're allowed. My mom hates them. She's always hated them. So I feel like it's one of those things like you like your mom's favorite color when you're little.
Yeah.
I feel like I grew up hating them. She'd be like, and I'd be like, okay, I guess that's just what we do.
Yeah, we don't like wind chimes.
And it's like created its own thing. So when I do hear them, I'm like,
right.
I get like shut up.
Immediate negative feeling towards it.
Yeah. It's just more so the feeling. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, you guys.
Hi.
I didn't know I could feel like that.
I was gonna ask you guys if do you cramp really bad when you ovulate? Mine's getting worse every single time I ovulate, I swear.
I feel like I just cramp consistently now.
You are cramped.
I am cramped. I think I've said it on the Monday episodes. I recently got a IUD put in, and it's just struggle bus over here. So
yeah,
I couldn't even answer that for you.
It's different though. These aren't like period cramps. It's like zingy, like I could feel the egg dropping type shit.
I get those.
And it's so strong and it almost feels like a muscle, like a tiny little like shooting sensation. I wouldn't call it pain because I'm like it's not the type where you would take an ibuprofen for it or anything. Like it's not that. But like, I've just been feeling it all morning. I don't know.
And you're ovulating?
Yeah. Ovulating. I'm ovulating and shit. I'm like I think third or day 2 of ovulating of like my ovulation cycle. I don't know. And like I was like super tired. Like I feel like I get period symptoms when I ovulate, and then obviously when I'm on my period, like I'm just like
it's
I'm
constant.
Always it is.
It's
constant. It is. It's a cycle. All like blood or not, you're still in your cycle.
Yeah.
It's just so exhausting, but I don't know. It feels like different this month.
Yeah.
To where like if I was sexually active, I'd be like, oh my God,
I'm pregnant.
Implantation pain.
Yeah.
I would fully think it's that.
Yeah.
But we're good. We don't have to worry about that, you guys. Did you see Billy Ray Cyrus? I breaks my heart. I don't know what's up, but he performed at the inauguration.
Oh no.
And he's like definitely drunk, but I think there's something else with it.
Like pills or something?
Maybe, yeah. There's something like, you could just tell it's not just alcohol.
Yeah.
But it's really sad, and it's like I hate to see when people are suffering in general, but then when social media takes it,
right?
Especially at the inauguration, and everybody's already giving
something
him shit for
so
supporting
public.
it.
Yeah,
right. But then it's very obvious he's struggling, and I feel like we all learn from like Amy Winehouse and shit. Like, don't just like, oh fuck, haha.
They're
like,
just drunk.
No, like it's
these
real.
people struggle.
Yes.
And they still. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing for your average Joe to struggle with substances, but he's just like, he's at home, but this person has to still go out and like face the world and be in public and struggle. And I mean, I know this is like a small sliver of it, but like he had this contract to go do something, and like he has to uphold, he has to work on top of struggling with something so serious in his life.
Yep. It's fucking real, but I don't know. I feel like people are not being very tender with it either, because I like in recent years he started dating that like younger girl.
Yeah, she's like Miley's age, right?
Yeah, I think like didn't they like meet through something where Miley was involved? I don't know. This is all just like hearsay, but that, and then like I think didn't like all his kids like block him out type shit, and like I feel like that was like a year ago. But the reason I saw this is because it came up on my TikTok, and Trace,
the brother,
I think it's a daughter. No,
Trace is the brother.
I guess I don't know which one Trace is, but they posted. I don't know what like the picture was, but this is a screenshot of the caption. Since my earliest memories, all I can remember is being obsessed with you and thinking you were the coolest person ever. I wanted to be like you. The day you adopted me was the happiest day of my life. Sadly, the man that I wanted so desperately to be just like I barely recognize now. It seems this world has beaten you down and it's become obvious to everyone but you. You may be upset with me for posting this, but I really could care less at this point. Me and the girls have been genuinely worried about you for years, but you've pushed us all away. Noah desperately has wanted you to be a part of her life and you haven't even been there for her. That's your baby girl. She deserves better. Somehow, just like me, she idolizes you though. We're all hanging on to memories of the man we once knew and hoping for the day he returns. You're not healthy, Dad, and everyone is noticing it. Just like I showed up for you at Mama's funeral when you didn't expect me to, I'm still here right now. As I write this with tears in my eyes, I hope you realize this message only comes from a place of love and also fear that the world may lose you far too soon. Oh. I love you, Dad. We haven't talked in a while, but I'm over a year and a half clean from alcohol. Guess what? I feel amazing. I don't know what you're struggling with exactly, but I think I have a pretty good idea. And I'd love to help you if you'd open up and receive the help. You know how to reach me. Till that day comes, I will continue to pray for you. Pray for you, Billy Ray Cyrus. Sorry, I got like cut off at the bottom. Yeah, I read that last night and I was sobbing.
Oh my God, that's so sad. And then to feel the need to like, clearly they've reached out to him directly, but then they're probably all getting stiff-armed. And then for them to feel the need to like, they're seeing all of this happen on social media in public. And they're like, yeah, guys, like we've been saying this to our dad for years, probably.
Cause they're probably getting shit from people who don't know shit.
Right. And then the need to like have your, like put your stance on social media and like have that cry for help too.
It's devastating.
It's so layered and devastating.
You know, obviously all walks of life sadly do go through this, but I think it'd be silly to not admit it's a little fucking harder when you have the microscope on you.
Oh my God. It's just this whole other layer.
Oh, it just broke my heart. Sorry to set off our Monday morning with that, but like
that's
and then I saw one comment that I was like, I'm going to throw up. It said, this is resembling A Star Is Born way too much.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that makes me sick. You know how I am with that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I caught it like, yeah. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is. It's
I
really
hope he gets help.
Not to be pessimistic, because that's not what I want to be in this situation. But like, it's always so like, if you've ever experienced somebody go through like that type of low, you just know they're not going to do it unless it's like this awful rock bottom, or just, you know, they have to want it themselves. For and like,
sure, yeah,
you just kind of have to watch it burn.
You do.
And like, there's nothing you can do about it.
You can never force anyone to get help.
It makes me sick.
Are you hungry?
Not really.
Well, what the heck? You better be.
Judging by the sound of the bag, my eyes are closed. It crunches just lightly. There's a lot of air in this bag.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's something of a puff.
Oh, interesting.
Because you know how like they have a lot of air in the bag to protect the puffs.
Yeah.
But pretzels also usually have a lot of air too.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like touch
you want to hold the bag?
Yeah. Know, maybe we should do like
okay.
This kind of stuff. Oh, okay, wait. It's too heavy to be a puff. Oh, and there's also not that much air, but it's really full. So that tells me it's like, it's not like Frito-Lay brand, because I feel like they just like jip you on that. Yeah, the bag feels like kind of thicker.
It's definitely, I mean, like I've never seen this brand before.
I was going to say something like exotic.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like not made in the US. I don't know where it's made, but it's not, I don't think it's a common brand. It's not one that we
like have.
I don't think so. You might. I don't think so though.
I could tell it's like little things. So it's some type of like a mix.
Okay.
Can I open?
Yeah, you can open your eyes.
Whoa, turtle chips. Ooh.
Don't those look good?
Holy shit, my mouth's already fucking what's it called? Watering.
Have you seen that brand before?
No, this is really cool. Flamin' lime flavor.
I know. And we describe like how it's like a layered puff. So when you said puff, I was like, okay.
Okay. All right.
It's 4 like crispy layers.
4 layered, super crispy structure. Turtle chips are characterized by a rich texture. They create a feeling of eating several chips, slowly chewing your sweets.
What?
Okay. It maximizes crisping, fun shapes resembling turtles are also alluring. I think it's like translated. So it's like missing some like context. They're giving like bugle vibes.
Oh yeah. I thought they would be more
like coated.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, if they're not American, it's probably because there's like no red 40.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Fuck, these are good.
Hell yeah. No red 40.
Ooh.
Oh wait. No, yeah, we're good. I mean, there's still a lot of shit.
Right. But like
but we were talking about red 40 last night. Is this a cigarette? Cigarette flavored?
But I like how like subtle it is. It's not overpowering. These are freaking good.
These take first place of our snacks so far.
Absolutely.
It's like spicy.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then a little sweet at the end. Wow. These are perfect. Where'd you get these?
Around the corner. I go to the same place every time. That was so good. And I like the layers. It's like if you took a chip when it was still like moldable. I don't know what that phase is. But you like fold it onto itself.
Croissant vibes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They have other flavors too.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. We're damn near going to go after this.
You got the biggest handful. I want to say they had churro.
That'd be good.
Yeah, like a sweet version. Churro.
You know what? That is the texture of like a cinnamon twist from Taco Bell.
Yes. Like super airy. Mm-hmm. The first time I got high, I had cinnamon twist from Taco Bell.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Maybe I am hungry.
Of course. Ooh, I'm so glad you like them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, these are definitely... All the other ones that we've tried these past few weeks, they're like good the first bite, but we never go back.
No.
Except for the Pop-Tarts were really good.
Those were good.
But these, like I'm going to buy these. I'm going to buy these
It's like a
now.
pantry staple.
Yes.
God,
you want more?
Damn. No. We'll never fucking podcast. Wow.
So good.
Ooh, I got a cake. Speaking of kick, did you see that Kendrick announced that SZA's going to be a performance, like a guest star performance?
Ooh.
But look at the ad for it.
Oh, fire. Ooh, that's going to be so good.
It's going to be so good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I showed it to her off camera because I don't want to get copywritten, but NFL's TikTok has, I'm sure it's on Instagram too. It's like, I think it was like powered by Apple Music, it said at the end.
Yeah, Apple Music.
It's just like cool. I love just like simple, quick little announcements like that.
But still, it's still
got
like
the point across.
Got the point across, and it's I hate even like using this word, but it's like relatable. Like it's
totally
something like that. Like everyone does that at the end of games, and it's such like a like
recognizable thing.
Yes,
I think there's like a term for that in marketing when you put those things in your ads where it's
Love
like
it. It's my favorite
people
type.
don't have to think.
Yes.
Like what we were talking about with the substance and how she used like LA stuff, like palm tree, blue sky, and you were like, okay, LA,
we get it.
Right. I love that they used blue Gatorade too. Like what a good touch. Like it's so good.
It's so good.
It was
Ooh,
such
I'm
a good
so
ad.
excited.
I'm really excited. Did we tell them that we're
throwing
up
Super Bowl party?
Yeah.
Yeah. A rager, actually. I think there's going to be a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to start that chat.
I know.
I mean, yeah, it's in 2 weeks, so people are going to probably start making like plans and stuff.
Yeah.
Because bars, you have to like buy tickets and stuff.
Today's episode is sponsored by Quince. Quince is an online retailer that offers high-end quality pieces at an affordable price. I feel like the new year is a great opportunity to really reimagine your wardrobe, and that's where Quince comes in.
All of Quince's pieces are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, and they also work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. They have several categories to choose from too, like activewear, home goods, and even cozy Mongolian cashmere sweaters starting from $50.
Quince partners directly with top factories, cutting out the cost of the middleman, so you're able to get those premium fabrics and finishes while staying on budget.
We both own the organic Turkish waffle robe. I have it in silver, and I think you have it in
I got the white one. Yeah.
I look forward to putting on after the shower.
It's so cozy.
Especially like in the winter. It's
yes.
cozy
and like
warm.
right after you get a good shave and you lotion up and you put just a soft fabric on.
Yes.
Ooh, it's so comforting.
It's like what you want in a hotel, like when those hotel robes,
Yes.
it's that quality, but at home.
At home, it's perfect.
And I feel like I've never been able to find a robe that like actually gives me that experience.
So if you want to upgrade your closet this year without upgrading the price tag, go to quince.com/oddvice for 365-day returns plus free shipping on your order.
That's QUINCE.com/oddvice to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/oddvice. Thanks, Quince.
Did we also tell them that we're going to see DJ Pauly D?
Oh my God.
You guys, we went out last week, and my boyfriend's friend had extra tickets to the Pauly D and
James Kennedy
show in New York. So we're going to be there. If you guys are going to be there, please go.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun.
I think I really do want to try and like spike my hair up like that. I'm just thinking, obviously, with my length,
Right.
like how
Shave your head.
or I could get a wig. I have my Ted Lasso wig, and I can like
Spike
it up.
Will you actually?
I would like. I want that vibe. I want to be like funny, because I'm not gonna wear like rave clothes.
No.
I'm not.
I wonder, like, look at his Spotify. Do you know, like,
I did.
oh, you did?
Yeah, it's just like basic,
Like house
EDM
music?
shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
It's probably just going to be a lot of mixes.
a lot of like bringing like
yeah.
stuff. Ooh, my stomach just started hurting from those chips.
Really?
It just started burning. Anyway, yeah, like things that are hot right now, but then like their own little mix on it.
Yeah. I'm excited to see James Kennedy too.
What did you see that him and what's her name? They dated in the show.
Raquel?
No, like they were dating up until now. They broke up. There was like a domestic violence case.
Oh, Allie? Was her name Allie?
That kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But like a few weeks ago, there was like it was like one of those. What is it when like it's like an unconfirmed source sends in like a
blind item?
Blind item, yeah. That there was cops called because there was like violence going on in the house, blah, blah, blah. And then it came out that like that was actually them. And then she posted the other day, she was like just like a generic like kind of like breakup message. So they broke up and now everybody's like, damn, that's
that
why.
Really happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
I know. It's really freaky.
Oh.
I'm glad she's out, but like it was just weird to see the blind item come through, because I feel like a lot of blind items like pop off,
right?
And then you're like, okay, that's probably just gossip.
Nothing.
But now it's like, no, it really happened.
Are you following all of we kind of talked about it last night, but the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively lawsuits?
Not enough. And I only say that because like
people are out here like reading them.
Yes. Like the whole case and everything. So I don't know like every detail or anything, but I mean, I guess I get the gist. I saw one girl say she would put all her money on the fact that it was like Blake started catching feelings and then got like a text or something that Ryan Reynolds saw, and she had to be like, I don't know, he makes me like really uncomfortable, and then Ryan
ran with it. That's
when Ryan started coming on set. He was in like a few of the promo things before the movie came out.
Yeah,
they were saying that's when like he came in as like controlling Ryan. And then now it just like blew out
up
of control.
But it's crazy because every single thing that she has noted in her lawsuit is basically like debunked in his. Like he came with receipts, video footage.
Yeah, I saw they're gonna release stuff.
They released, I don't know if you watched it, but they released a whole scene where like a big chunk of the sexual harassment allegation is noted in Blake's lawsuit.
Okay.
The video is of them. They're dancing on set, and it's supposed to be just montage footage, so like the sound doesn't matter. They're just like dancing in a crowd. And she says something about her fake tan. She was like, "Oh, I'm getting my fake tan all over you." And he like kind of leans in, as you do when you're like seductively dancing with someone. He's like, "Oh, it's okay. It smells good." Continues to like do what he's doing. She also adds like it might be her body makeup or something. Anyways, it's like this very nonchalant conversation, quick conversation in the middle of them like having to like seductively dance with each other. But in her lawsuit, she says that everything was off script. She did everything, or he did everything without her consent in that scene. He grazed her neck with his lips, which never happened in the footage. They released all the footage. Never physically happened. Whoa. The whole thing is like fabricated, fully fabricated.
What?
It's yeah. Why, I don't know. It's crazy.
Why would you literally ever lie about that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, she's coming out here with crazy accusations,
life ruining
accusations, and they're not right. And you're like invalidating everyone who's ever experienced that, like actually experienced it.
And now it's going to be like, oh, well, Blake Lively lied about it. All these girls are, it's
doing the thing.
It's doing a lot of harm. Yeah. Yes. And on top of that, like with this movie, like I know that book honestly like resonated with so much of the population, and it was such like a validating story. Once that book came out, everybody was like, oh my God, like this is me, this is my life. And it was such like a positive thing.
Well,
and now the movie's just so fucking negative on so many levels.
And it had a lot of potential to have like a big impact.
Oh yeah.
With that message that the book has. But it's been turned into a joke. It's
from
fully
the jump.
A joke. Yeah.
Even before this case just started, like it was already bad.
Remember when all the like snapshots and the footage were coming out of like Blake Lively's all of her outfits and how she was styling the character?
No.
The character has like quote unquote like funky, colorful style.
Okay.
Take that very lightly, but Blake literally like ran with it. And so she took control over the styling,
really?
Apparently, and like I've seen maybe a couple TikToks about this, so I could be wrong, but apparently she took hold of the script too and like did her own version of, I don't know. She just, and like,
it'd be one thing if it was like a new creative concept, but it's a book. You got to kind of like,
absolutely.
The script is written.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What are you going to
say? At the end of the credits, it has like a spot where it says Blake Lively would love to give a heartfelt thank you to the following, and it like lists Ryan Reynolds, Taylor Swift, but it doesn't even list Ryan Reynolds. It lists his like alter ego character.
Oh, I didn't know he had that.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
So no, something like that. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, some other actor,
like irrelevant just tokens of the movie.
Yes.
How about thank you to all the survivors that have stepped forward? Hello? And like, come on.
People in her personal life. Yes. And then, sorry, I'm like so caught up on this.
I mean, this is relevant.
There's footage of, I think it was one of the, like the first premiere or like the biggest premiere of the movie where all the actors were going, the red carpet and everything. Justin Baldoni was forced to go down to the basement, and him and his family celebrated in the basement while everyone else was upstairs.
Why?
Because she didn't want him up there. And there's this is all in the lawsuit too. There's photos, videos of all him and like celebrating with his family, and there's like trays of cookies out, and like he is the star of the movie.
Didn't he like help direct it too? Did I make that up?
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought he was something like more than just acting in it.
He's probably a producer.
Sure.
You know how like
you can kind of just like be a producer.
Yeah.
I never really understood that. It's a very gray area in my head.
Such a gray area.
Like you just be like, hey, can I come?
Well, I think if you like have any input on anything, you're automatically given producers' rights, right?
I think that's how it is in music too.
Yeah.
Anybody like in the writing room kind of thing.
Either way, like he was dead ass in the
literally lead role.
basement. Let me show you these pictures because it's actually crazy. Look, this is the night of the New York premiere. He was forced to literally celebrate in the basement. That's like him and his family and everything.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Do you can you show me images of like upstairs?
Oh, I don't know.
Of the same night? I don't know. If
yeah,
that's
I'm sure. Here, let me see. I think this is the red carpet from that night.
Oh my God.
And like if you scroll, there's...
Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Pictured sitting out of the premiere of his film in the basement after his co-star allegedly demanded he not attend.
And I believe him.
This is so fucked up.
So crazy. I'm like,
Mean Girl.
Oh yeah. And like I think we all got those vibes from her beforehand. I mean, you were seeing like all of her interviews and stuff.
Oh, like
you saw
the press for this?
Press, yeah. You saw the one where she's pregnant, or she was pregnant during the interview. I think this might be an old interview. Sorry, she was pregnant, and the interviewer like complimented her belly. She's like, "Oh my God, you're looking great." Said something about her belly, and Blake goes, "Oh yeah, your belly looks good too."
Oh my God,
crazy. And obviously the interviewer's like feeling very awkward. Like, sorry, I thought I was being like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was all around really uncomfortable conversation. What the fuck?
But yeah, I think we all kind of got Mean Girl vibes from her.
Yeah.
From the jump, but this just locks it in.
This is like, I mean, now there's like proof, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wild.
I want to like give him a hug.
Yeah, but I'm glad it seems like he has. I've seen some clips of his lawyer talk about this and like
send me this shit.
I will talk about like all the evidence that they do have. And it seems like, I mean, the truth will always come out, but it seems like he is prepared and has everything to back up these claims. Cause like
it was literally all recorded
exactly.
Too, which is nice.
Yeah. Blessing. Yeah. All these clips and everything like from the actual.
Like to really, you said he released that.
The whole clip. I think it's like a 10-minute clip.
Wow. Yeah. I want to watch that.
Yeah. We'll pull it up after this.
Or do you know if anybody else from the cast is speaking up?
I don't know.
Cause like, hello, witnesses. I don't know. Maybe they're told not to.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Oh, it's making me scratch up my arms. Okay, we are gonna do song of the day and then stop yapping and yap about
some
something
more.
Else. My song of the day is "Pursuit of Happiness" by Kid Cudi, but the Steve Aoki
remix, extended
version, whole thing. It was like, it just like came on my headphones today, and it was right when I got off the train, and the duration of the song, which I guess, let's see how long it is.
I think it's a long
6 minutes and 12 seconds. It timed perfectly with the second I got off the train to the second I walk up to Alex's door. It was so satisfying.
Boy, you got here quick.
I walk quick.
Yeah.
And it was cold.
Especially in the cold.
So I'm like, come on, I need to get inside. But
right.
6 minutes and 12 seconds quick.
That's so like, do you remember where you were when the beat dropped?
No. No, I don't. But I was walking and it was just every note, every word. I'm like, oh my, this song.
Oh
my God, this
so
song.
Good.
Like I just forgot how good that song is.
Yeah.
Incredible. 10 out of 10. It brightened my mood. I wasn't in a bad mood or anything, but like it took it to the next level. Like it just.
This is why I'm so excited to see live music.
I
think we could. I mean, I'm glad it's DJ freaking Pauly D. But I think we could go see any live music at this point and we'll still feel that. Like, totally. And I actually have some notes on that. We'll get into it later in like the topic of the episode. But seeing live music specifically, it's a high.
Especially right now, all cooped in.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my song of the day.
My song of the day it's called Red Light by Teeks.
That sounds familiar. The artist.
Eeks. He's an R&B artist. And this song is just it's pretty like slow paced R&B. He's cute. Look at.
Oh my God, he's hecka cute.
You should find him on IG.
Hold on, give me a sec.
But the song is cute. It's about kissing him at the red light.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Oh, I really love that. Okay, I found him on Instagram. That's him.
Well, there you go. Follow him.
Hi. Okay, I followed him.
There you go.
Now what?
Married in a week.
Put a ring on it. Mr. Teeks.
Mr. Teeks. Yeah, I wonder
what do you think his name is? I'm going to look it up, but what do you think?
Tony.
Tony? Okay. I think it starts with an M.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, though. Oh, never mind. Oh, he's from New Zealand.
Oh. What?
I just don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh.
Te Karahana Gardener Toy.
Te Karahana. That sounds right.
Teeks.
Duh. Oh, Teeks. Yeah, I want to listen. He's one of those artists where I just like found this single song and obviously love it, but I want to listen to his other shit. Great voice.
Wow, he's cute. The AI, like AI overview that Google does now.
Yes.
It says Teeks has 3 older sisters and 2 younger brothers, which is a great sign. And he has said that his mother and sisters were the closest woman in his life growing up. Oh. Great sign. He said that he has many strong female figures in his life who have influenced his understanding of the world.
That's all it takes.
Literally my type. That's all I want. That's all I want.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
There you go. Fire.
Yeah,
wow. Okay. Well, if Teeks, you're listening.
Hello. Maybe go listen to another episode when I look cuter. I'm not even wearing a bra today.
Speaking of that AI thing, did you update your phone so that when you get a notification, when you get multiple notifications, it summarizes things for you?
No.
Yeah, I did it. And it's really nice for for group chats. Like,
ooh, that's nice.
I
miss a lot.
I use it for, Black a lot when it pops off, and I'm not. Black is Brie, Leanna, Alex, Kristen.
It's an acronym.
It is. And it spells our name.
Yeah.
So
Brie, Leanna, Alex and Kristen.
Yeah.
Kristen.
It used to be collab.
But then that felt like,
yeah. Let's collab.
Ugh.
KLAB. Anyway. I'll go a day without like opening my text messages, but it'll say the highlights. So like Bree sends picture of dog. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. And it's like, oh, okay.
That's
but if
nice.
there's like, we planned our, a phone call coming up, and it said, okay, 9 p.m. phone call with Black.
Can you like add to a calendar?
I didn't know. I don't think so.
That'd be cool.
They should do that.
I'm sure it's next. Where when it's like slightly underlined, you tap it and then it like brings you to your calendar, like in an email.
Oh, you know what? It probably does when you click on it.
Because I feel like it even does that in text messages.
Yeah.
Did you just wink at me?
No.
When you said you click on it, you kind of.
No, I didn't.
Flirting. No, you kind of winked at me.
Why would I wink at you?
You like click at it.
Imagine.
It's weird.
Did I have something in my eye? Maybe.
I don't know.
It wasn't really sexual.
Sexual. You said sexual.
No, I didn't.
Good thing we have the tapes.
Run back the tape.
Okay, so for today's episode, it was very heavily sponsored from a Patreon inspired. Sorry.
Well, I thought you were like. Chose that word.
Ooh, yeah. We should like push Patreon like that. Oh yeah, it's sponsored. We should say our Super Bowl party's sponsored by like Oddvice podcast or something. It just popped in my head. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. And then, this will be like on too.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
You know what we should do?
Like a confessional?
Yes.
That's really
We'll
cool.
do like Oddvice. Would you guys like want to see that? All of our friends hammered doing confessionals?
I would just like edit together for Instagram. I think that would just be really cool to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like regardless. Like, it'll be on the set, but it'd be cool to like punch in on one corner.
Yeah.
Set up the camera. That's cool. We'll
talk about it.
Anyway,
we do this so often.
Right. Inspired by a entry we got, and it was somebody talking about like, hey, like what do I do that's not like drinking and partying and going out? And I mean, there was more to the entry, but it pretty much got our brains moving, because I think that's a big part of like our society, but especially our generation. I think we're all starting to just get like sober curious over these past few years, and like kind of crave situations and experiences that aren't just surrounded by alcohol or partying. I think we're all waking up a little bit, which I love.
Yeah, I think we all went through that phase where we partied so hard, And I mean, like with rave culture and like, especially with our group too, live music, it was so heavily like alcohol focused.
Yes.
And I feel like it's this weird switch up where like I feel like I want to experience live music without alcohol.
Right.
That's just like one example, but I think we're coming out of that phase where we are like, wait, like can we go do something and not have it be about alcohol?
Right.
And it's this weird thing that I feel like I am experiencing with this where it's like stopping me from, I feel like I'm out of ideas. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the thing to do would have been go to a bar or go out and go to a concert and like everything, even like going to a restaurant, you get a cocktail with it.
Right.
An alcoholic drink was always like,
it was like part of the experience.
Always part of the experience.
It was like, that was what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like it was the experience to just like get a drink, whatever. And, you know, not to shit on that or anything. Like I think I'll always still love doing that. Like going and getting like one bougie martini at like a cool hotel lobby bar, whatever. Like that's great. But when all of your experiences are surrounded by that, you guys know what we're trying to say. Like, I just feel like you hit that point where you're like, I'm doing this every weekend.
Yeah.
I'm spending hundreds of dollars. I feel like shit the next day. Like, I don't know. It's just.
You know what my wake up moment was? It was before my grandma Bonnie passed. She actually, no, I found out she said this after she passed. The weekend she passed away, I went up there and my grandpa John, he said to me, you know, your grandma Bonnie, she sees you on Instagram and she would always worry about you. And if you don't know, my grandma Bonnie had she had an alcohol problem, and I think she always wanted us to like not follow in her footsteps.
Of course.
But my grandpa John, he said, she always worries about you. All she does is when she sees you on Instagram, you always have a drink in your hand. And like at the time I was like, that's not true. Like she doesn't, what does she know? Right. Like she only sees bits and pieces. But I went on my Instagram feed and every photo of me was a social environment with a drink in my hand. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I've had a moment like that too, where when like same thing, you look at your Instagram, you're like, all of these pictures are in a bar. And like,
or like a social outing that has to do with alcohol.
Yes. And I'll always cherish the memories we have that, and there will be more to come. We had a great one last weekend.
Of course.
I think it's more so like this curiosity we're all getting to not have that be our sole experience. Like things that don't make you feel like shit the next day, and things that are like better for your long term, like expressing creativity, or even just like meeting new walks of life. Like, I don't know. I'm craving things with more depth.
Yeah.
Kind of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Cause I think the nights out with alcohol, they're fun in the moment, and they create like fun memories with your friend group. Well, that's the thing. I'm even going to stop myself saying that now. The alcohol doesn't create the fun memories.
Of course, yeah.
But we associate those fun memories to the night out with alcohol.
And that's why you think you have to drink every time you go out.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. But I think you're right. We're craving those deeper, meaningful experiences without the layer of substance and masking it.
Yeah. And I think the hardest part is, I'm grateful to say that we are talking about this topic from a standpoint of choice and not a standpoint of sobriety, because that is a whole other topic, and that isn't really where we're going with this. So don't take any like sobriety advice from this episode.
Yeah.
But something that is still hard for just someone who's like a social drinker is this, like, we're all kind of craving, like we keep saying, the like the deeper blah blah blah, but it's still such a big part of society, And we all even the person that wrote in, we all kind of feel like, okay, now what do we do?
Exactly.
Like, we know we want it out and we're just like in this middle ground. And I have noticed myself when I'm like, oh, what do I do instead? Going back to things like I enjoyed as a kid.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is interesting that like you go back there.
I think like the experiences that we do crave, we fall back into that like childlike playfulness. I think a lot about like the last time we were all together, our big friend group, we went outside and we played tag. Do you remember that?
Oh my God, yeah.
It was I think
it was our like going away.
Yeah, the weekend before we moved to New York.
Yep, everybody came to LA and visited us.
But there was no alcohol involved. It wasn't like this, let's go out and get hammered.
It wasn't a drinking game.
We all just wanted to like experience being friends, making this memory, and like it's a memory that I'll never forget.
Oh, we played tag in the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street. We played kick the can, tag, and werewolf.
Werewolf, yeah.
And it's like we want those experiences.
So
we want that like gut feeling that you get when you think of like a nostalgic memory or, you know, have those experiences where you know it's going to be a good memory, but without the alcohol. And like the first time or the last time we did that without alcohol was when we were teenagers.
Literally kids. You're right. Yeah. So that's why we
go back to it.
Right. But in reality, it's just, it could be an experience of any age, just
right.
Since it's not alcohol, you associate it with adolescence.
Yes.
When you couldn't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This reminds me of the other night we were trying to think of themes for Kristen's 30th birthday. And I looked on Reddit, 30th birthday themes. And a few of the comments on a thread where there were ideas were, this is your 30th birthday. This isn't a 5-year-old's birthday. Grow up. You don't need a theme. Spend some time with your friends, enjoy it, call it a night.
Lame-o.
Listen, if we do not keep our playfulness and our childlike wonder alive, you're
gonna die.
Your soul is probably gonna die. Yes, you're gonna die so much quicker.
Yeah.
That's
literally what life is about.
We need it. We need to keep that in us. The inspiration, the creativity, like
light too.
Yes, that is that's what fuels us forward. Like if we did not have that, imagine how fucking miserable you would be. And if you're out there fucking miserable and you agree with that comment that I just said, maybe tap into your childlike wonder.
Go like color. Yeah. Go like run around the block. Go do like. Yeah, I hate when people see it as like immaturity.
You're being a kid.
That's really sad.
It's really sad.
Because it's only associated with kid because we turn it off. But in reality, play is part of human nature.
Yeah.
Like you see those videos of like old people like shoving each other and like messing around. Like they're old, but they're still playing. Like play has no age. It's human interaction. That's all play is.
Yep.
So how are you about to cut off human interaction at a certain age? And like, what even is that age kind of thing?
Adult to them, to people who, but some people it's even that.
Younger.
Right.
Like I saw this girl on TikTok. I think she was 12 and she was baby voicing a little bit with her mom, which that's probably their dynamic, like whatever. And they were messing around a little bit. And she was like getting her hair done, whatever. And the comments were like, she's 12. Like she's acting like a fucking child. It's like, she is a child.
She's 12.
Let her be a child.
Whoa.
We're so obsessed. Society is so obsessed with getting everybody to like stop being a kid and like grow up hella fast. It's just, I don't understand it.
That's 12 years old.
Yeah. Like
you're a kid.
Yeah. You're literally still a kid.
Oh, that makes me think like, one thing that I loved when like our generation was younger, we were still allowed to be kids.
Yes.
But it's scary like seeing my cousin and like watching her grow up. I felt like she was an adult at that age. And I think it's just getting lower and lower and lower.
I was talking to our friend Anne-Marie, and I think it was like her close friend. She posted that she was at a coffee shop. And there was like a group of middle schoolers. The school just got out behind her, gonna order something, and she orders her like brown sugar latte and goes and waits to the side, and they're like snickering, like imagine like who still uses cash. She paid in cash. Who still uses cash? And they're like laughing at each other. And she goes, and then they go and orders a brown sugar latte and like starts singing on her
right there.
But I bring this up to say, she mentioned that they were all like full beat, dressed to the nines, like wearing some like fucking Kendall Jenner ass outfit. Like
be a kid.
It's crazy. It
my
does
God.
break my heart.
And like how we used to wear like cartoon t-shirts,
right,
and things like that,
right.
And now you see literal toddlers in like Carhartt and like
yes,
it's
and like like Elwood and shit, like nice ass brands. Like I'm not even out here wearing.
No, give that kid a Rugrats t-shirt
and let him wear it for 3 days in a row, and it's all fucking gross and shit. Yes,
that kid needs to build character. Actually, this reminds me. Did you see the TikTok of Nash's?
Oh yeah,
his son.
His son is so cute.
Well, first of all, the TikTok starts with him
Malachi,
yeah, off frame, and I forget their daughter's name.
Noah. It starts with an N.
Noah, actually.
No, I think it might be Noah. Yeah, Noa.
Yeah, I don't remember, but the camera's on her, and Nash goes, "Hey, who dressed you?" But then his son comes in, and he's wearing just like. Probably
random clothes,
but like mismatch a kid's play outfit.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, mom helped me," but like it's just like a funky video, but you just don't see that these days. Like everything's about like the aesthetic of the toddler, and like
so weird. Don't make kids an aesthetic.
Hey,
who would have thought? Super weird if you do that.
Yeah.
Don't make kids an aesthetic.
Let them be playful.
They're literally like
it's that dress up moment that Malachi had.
Yeah.
That
is exercising his like creativity, his confidence in presenting himself.
Yes.
Like, yeah. But when you're out here like, no, you can't wear that.
That doesn't match.
It's like,
let me dress you today.
Yes. Now that kid's like, okay, like you put them in a box.
Yeah. And there's no creativity.
Nope. I will always be grateful that my mom always let me dress myself.
Yeah.
My mom didn't care if we were wearing 2 left shoes. She didn't, and I will say for different reasons, she didn't care, yeah. But silver lining, it's like,
you got to express in that way.
Yep. And nobody was really stopping me. Like my mom wasn't one of the moms that were like, we need to look nice. So we're going to the grocery store. Like she's like,
no, imagine.
She like I would, maybe this is a little far, but we're here. Like I dead ass would go places barefoot.
Yeah.
Like
she
didn't care. Yeah.
You would like walk down center with no shoes on.
Fully. I've walked from Pacheco to Virginia Hills barefoot.
That's
multiple times.
So crazy.
By choice.
And
I had
so
shoes.
Dangerous.
Yeah. I got feet of steel.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't step on nothing.
Still do.
I do. Yeah. I really like, I'm only wearing socks because I just like, I'm trying to be polite, but my bare feet are like shoes in themselves.
Yeah. That's
not the
though.
point.
No, this isn't the point.
That's not where I was trying to drive home.
You were a kid.
Oh yeah. Just like expressing yourself and like wearing whatever you want.
But yeah, it's rare these days. I feel like
it's very rare.
And I think that's why people nowadays are scared to even like touch that side of them, to embrace like a playfulness that they have. You know what we should do
from a young age?
We should kind of experiment a little bit with our outfits, and we should go out tomorrow and wear like what 8-year-old Alex and Kristen would want to wear.
I dress like that though.
5-year-old Alex and Kristen will want to wear. Not like style wise, but like get up in the morning and put on anything you want.
I do that.
Yeah, with the clothes you have now.
Oh, you mean like let's go shopping?
Not necessarily.
We can go shopping.
I just meant like dress like a kid, I guess.
Trying to think like what I would.
My first thought would be to go for overalls. I loved overalls growing up.
Okay.
I loved overalls.
I liked like half zip shirts a lot.
You're so weird.
I like look at any picture of me. I love to half zip. I don't know. Isn't that weird?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on at home. Okay. It was my only like. It was freeing.
Yeah. You're
Help
like
me
when you
breathe.
get overwhelmed, you You hit that half zip.
So I would do this. I was stimming for sure.
Yeah.
I would do this until it'd get hot, until the zipper would get hot.
Yeah.
I'd go zzz, zzz,
and then it would like burn your skin when it would touch
I'd like
your skin.
put my knuckles to it for sure, a form of self-harm. Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't really wear zippers anymore. Oh, wait, my doctor's calling me.
You should answer.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I loved overalls and I loved sunflowers. I had a whole bunch of Tweety Bird shirts.
I had a lot of Tweety Bird too.
I actually showed Kristen a picture of me
yesterday.
Not of me the other day, but yesterday I showed her a picture of me when I was probably like, I was like 7.
I was gonna say 7.
Yeah, 7. And I had like these really cool flare. I'm gonna put the picture on the screen.
Yes.
Flare denim jeans, chunky like
creepers, like good shoes.
Yeah, and
fire.
a Tweety Bird shirt.
Like they were damn near like what is it? Fila. Yeah, disruptors.
Yeah, yes.
They were like black Fila disruptors,
but like a little edgier, not sporty.
Yeah.
They
like
were
more
like
round toe.
Yeah,
honestly, more creeper.
Yeah,
more creeper.
Creepers. But yeah, fire.
Yeah, I had one outfit. I loved this outfit, and it was one year we went back to school shopping, and it was my mom would always let me get like one full outfit, like shoes, like one full like fully styled outfit is what I'm trying to say. And we got it too early because it was just sitting there, and I was like, I gotta wear it, and she let me wear it. But it was these red like soft shorts. I think it was a pajama set, but like my mom was like, whatever, it's shorts and a shirt. It was these like kind of like scallop bottomed red shorts, like soft shorts, and a white tank, and it had the Coca-Cola logo on it.
Wait, cute.
And I felt really like grown when I wore it.
Yeah, like put together, like it was a set.
It was it was a set, and it wasn't Tweety Bird, it wasn't Bobby Jack. I was like, it's Coca-Cola, like
you drink soda.
Yeah, there's caffeine in this.
Yes,
yeah.
I drink soda after 9 p.m.
Literally, which I didn't even do. I wasn't even a soda drinker. I don't know why I was all about it.
Yeah, well, you are now.
I am now. It was foreshadowing.
Yeah,
but it was drip.
Yeah, I remember when I started to feel like an adult with my clothes. Mm-hmm. I think it really hit middle school for me. My parents were strict on like the length of my shorts and my skirts. Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I like really remember trying to get away with these really short shorts.
I remember when you started wearing thongs.
Oh,
I remember,
my dad used to throw them away.
I remember when, I don't know if it was the first time or one time or whatever, where he found one.
Yeah,
and it was
bad.
Yeah, I was in your room.
He's like, what the fuck is this?
And yeah, you got in trouble.
My mom would like do my laundry for me, obviously. And if he would ever do laundry and he found a thong, he would throw them away.
Yeah.
He's like, my fucking teenage daughter isn't wearing these. Like,
it's probably such a moment for him, though, you know?
I mean, imagine.
Yeah, that weird turning moment where like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even a parent, but I could just imagine being like, oh shit, like she's growing up.
Yeah. A thong.
Whoa.
And I don't even know why I think my case was like the reason why I wanted to wear thongs was because I didn't want underwear lines anymore. Yeah. And you know what it was that allowed me to like start wearing thongs? I got pantsed.
Oh my God.
I got pantsed in, God, I want to say that was 5th grade.
I thought 6th because I thought it was at Valley View.
I think it was on the blacktop at Hidden Valley.
Oh God, it's even worse.
And I was wearing a pair of yellow underwear and it had a big smiley face on the butt.
Nerd.
Like yellow basic smiley face.
Smiley face was like an aesthetic in its own.
Yes.
Like millennials, we had like mustaches at one point. Like go back further, smiley faces was an aesthetic.
Yep. So I had those on, and the boy that actually pantsed me, he had to call me and say he was sorry.
Good.
Anyway, I was like devastated that people saw my underwear. Yeah. And I was like, Dad, I don't want people thinking about my underwear. Like I don't want underwear lines. Like they saw my underwear.
Yeah, no, that's actually really embarrassing.
Yeah. So I was like, I need to wear thongs. Who knows if I was like, being dramatic or like talking it up. But
I mean, the way I got my belly button pierced is because I got my appendix out and I was like, Mom, I hate my scar. And he like,
right.
We worked the show.
We did. Yeah. We did. We worked the show. But yeah, I remember that turning point where I was like, in the length of the shorts, like it It used to be like to the knee.
Like Bermudas.
And then I was like, this
you
is
were
fucking.
a big Bermuda girl.
I was.
Yeah.
And capris. But then I was like, okay, I feel like I'm,
You're like, Dad, I'm 27. Please.
Please, I don't want to wear Bermudas anymore. But I remember I would show him like, look, all my friends are wearing regular shorts.
Yeah.
And it's not like, they're not like tight. They're just,
Yeah.
and he's like, okay, you can start wearing shorts. So, but they would get shorter and shorter and shorter. And I remember one time my dad used to take me to school and he has a really big truck. Right. And I remember one time I got up in the truck and my shorts were so short that my butt cheeks were like touching the seat. And he was like, you're not fucking wearing those to school. And I had to get out and go change.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's that fine line, right? Where like, let your kids express, but like, I really do see what your dad was doing. You don't like,
I do not,
because he's a man. He knows what goes through men's heads.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, we're all on the same page here, but like, but in that moment, you're like, what the fuck? Dad?
Yeah. Like let me express myself.
Yeah. Like, wow, I'm not cool anymore.
Yeah.
That's the tale of parenthood, going back and forth, where as a kid you didn't understand the real reason, but now you're like, you're going to do that to your kids.
Yes.
Type shit.
Fully. But it's so funny because like now I've gone back to wearing shorts that go to my knees.
Oh yeah. Now I'm like, these are too short.
God,
I cannot wear
show
these.
My butt cheeks.
No, I'm a little whore.
A slut.
I was wearing like the vest I wore last Saturday.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a little too deep of a V.
Yeah, like I'm showing like God forbid I show side boob.
I mean, I can't relate to that one. But like side boob's cool.
But
I like side boob.
No.
Okay.
Not with these knockers.
These tanks, these melons,
these units.
And I never really had that problem. I'm trying to think when I started wearing thongs. Today. I don't know. It wasn't like a big moment.
It wasn't like a big deal.
I think I just like started allegedly stealing them.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
That was like
and then
your
that I was like, okay, I wear
Right.
thongs now because my mom wasn't gonna buy them. And then
yeah.
it was also really nice to wear them with like spankies.
Right.
Spankies,
like you don't want your underline to
yeah.
And like the Sophie shorts that we used to wear to cheer.
Yep.
If you would like be in a stunt or something and your underwear was poking out, like,
yeah,
it
was like it made us self-conscious. And
yeah,
that's kind of the underlying thing is like, okay, like what your dad finally understood, like,
right.
Okay, I'm not trying to walk out of here naked, but can we compromise because I'm feeling self-conscious in this arena?
Yeah. I actually, for a long time, I wasn't allowed to do like like I would do the like sporty thongs.
I still do that.
I wasn't allowed to do like G-strings or anything.
Okay, is it G-string or T-string? Because I hear both. And T makes sense, but I always thought it was G. But it looks like a T. You're talking about like it's just
I think there is both.
Oh.
Yeah. Should we look it up? We should know this.
Should we? I don't know.
Oh, there's also V-string.
Jesus Christ.
I don't see T-string.
Did I make that up?
Okay, so you'll notice the difference. So the G-string is the one where it has that little triangle in the back of like where your butt crack ends.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a T-string is actual like a perpendicular.
Yes. Okay. That's what I was thinking. The
Yeah.
T-string is where it's literally just like strip. T-strings hurt my butthole.
Yeah, no way.
G-string.
I like
those. That's as thin as I'm going.
Yeah, and I like those for specific outfits, like when it's necessary.
Right. I like the ones where like the bottom two here, where like the front's covered normal.
Yeah.
The back is still a thong, but it's like a thicker strip.
Yeah, it's like
I don't like stringy underwear.
I don't like cami underwear.
What's cami underwear?
Well, like you know how camis are like
like spaghetti strap.
Yeah,
spaghetti strap pants.
Spaghetti strap underwear. I don't like those.
Cami underwear. A camisole. Remember?
I hate camis. What are you wearing today, cami?
I thought you were asking.
No.
I'm actually not wearing a bra at all today. That's why my arms are crossed. I'm getting a little self-conscious. My boobs are getting bigger.
They are.
Yeah. Like I feel like I almost
You've
can't
got like a cup now.
Right. Like I can't not wear bras anymore.
No, I think you can.
I'm still fine.
Yeah. God. If only.
Look at the jiggle.
Every time Kristen's like, oh, I need to go put on a bra. We're going somewhere. And I'm like, bitch, if I could.
I think you could.
No way.
Like I'm at the point, my boobs are growing to the point where when I'm walking, they jiggle now.
Yeah.
that was not always the issue.
It's gotten to the point where it's uncomfortable.
Like it like hurts,
It hurts.
like weighing down. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, if I'm on my period, I have to wear a bra.
Yeah, you need the support.
It, like, hurts to even like turn on my side or anything.
Right. Yeah, you're growing.
I'm getting fat.
No.
Why you call me fat?
No. Is that a fat joke?
It's a bad joke.
No.
Your belly looks good too, or what'd she say? I like your belly too, Blake Lively.
Oh, yeah, your belly. Your
so
belly's
fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, but you got some units on you.
Yay. I feel like we kind of took a little bit of a turn there where we totally intended this episode to be like talking more about things to do instead of drinking. So let's bring it back there for like the last quarter here. And rapid fire some ideas that we think would be fun and way more valuable than getting drunk for no reason.
I have some solo ideas if you want to do something a little independently. Do a puzzle.
Ooh. I was thinking lately, I want to get a puzzle.
Do you want to do a puzzle?
Well, I thought it was a solo activity.
Okay.
Should we do the same puzzle?
Hey, this could be on your social and your solo list.
Right.
You could do it with someone or by yourself.
That's true. One time, Alex was doing a puzzle solo, and I pulled up.
Yeah, and you started helping me halfway through.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And she really didn't mind. I did ask.
Okay. I'm also, you guys know I'm a big advocate for games. I know you like screen time isn't always the best, but sometimes it's better than
doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling on social media. So if you have like a Nintendo or a Switch or even games on your phone, it's better than drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Cheaper too. Mood boards and Pinterest boards.
Yes. I live for this.
Even if you just like scroll and pin things that you like, you don't even necessarily have to have like themes for your boards. Mm-hmm. Just anything that inspires you color wise, texture, creativity, aesthetic for your space, which leads me to my next one. Get creative with your space.
That was one of mine too.
If you're bored, fucking rearrange.
That's my shit. And that's been my shit since I was a kid. When I'm bored or I just like need an outlet or I couldn't sleep, I would just like rearrange my room.
Yeah.
And I do that. I've done that all my young adulthood too. Like I sit there and I'm like, I look at that one corner. I'm like, I kind of don't fuck with this corner anymore. What can I do? Pinterest. Boom. Type in your little 3-word aesthetic that you want to go after. And it's something to do that is investing back into your space so it feels better. Yeah. But it's also so creatively stimulating and like fulfilling.
And you don't even have to, I know some of you are going to be like, but I don't want to spend money on new things. I'm telling you, repurpose things that you already have in your house. Move this frame from this wall to this wall. It'll feel like a new living room.
Yes.
Like repurpose things that you have. Hang things that aren't meant to be hang. Do a wall with all your hats. Hang your purses or your scarves. Like purpose things in your space that weren't intentionally meant to do that, and it'll ignite some creativity in your space. Another one, this is kind of a reminder for me too. Learn a new language.
Okay, you could do that. I'm not doing that.
I'm on Duolingo, and this is actually one of those like rage things I did after my Oma died. I got a year subscription to like the premium Duolingo,
so you can talk to her ghost.
Kind of kind of. Yeah, I've kind of fallen off since then because, like I said, it was like a rage purchase, but. I like go on there every now and then, and it's nice. Like I'm just learning how to like say things in a language.
I see people doing it a lot on the train.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like watch a show in another language and don't do the subtitles sorry.
Like torture.
Do English subtitles, but like obviously still pay attention to the words.
Right. It helps you kind of like.
Yeah. So those are just a few things that you could do that don't involve like going out and drinking, but you still want to be somewhat stimulated.
Fulfilled.
I feel like those are fulfilled. I feel like those are more so things like we talked about in a couple episodes ago. When you start to feel bored, there's so much that you could do. Like you should never really be bored. I don't know. That's my own personal thoughts on the topic. Anyway, I have a few other things as far as like going out and being social. Concerts, I mentioned. It's one that like I want to start tiptoeing with, going to concerts and not drinking. I'm going to drink at the Pauly D concert.
super different, Alex.
Super different.
It has nothing to do with this topic.
No, I'm talking more about like if you went and saw like Hosier or something.
Yeah, you don't need to be hammered for that.
Exactly. There's time and place.
I was just gonna say, like we keep saying, like this episode isn't about like
cutting out alcohol
completely. Like if that's your journey, by all means, like I'm kind of right there with you in a way, but like I also don't want it to come off as like villainizing it either, if that makes sense. Yeah, like you're right, something like a Pauly D and shit, like I can get a little loose.
We're gonna get a claw. No, we can't do claws at concert. Last time we had claws at concert.
First of all, we went to the Steven Sanchez concert, which who needs to get fucked up at Steven Sanchez? We do. We had, you know, like the tall White Claws, like the tall boys.
Yeah.
We had 2 of those each. And our plan after that was to leave and go meet up for like a birthday party or something, right?
Yeah,
like
it was just out, DJ.
Yeah,
Ty was DJing.
Oh, yeah, right. And Alex went. I didn't make it. We literally stepped out of the venue and I was like, I'm going to throw up. And I fully am just throwing up on the side of the West Side Highway. And then I
so crazy. You never do that.
That's something. Something
was up.
Every time we talk about this, we had tacos.
We had sketchy tacos.
We had sketchy tacos before because I am not a puker.
No.
And it was one of those like
you were fully aware,
right? It wasn't like like I'm not like I wasn't like slurring, fucked up. It was more so like something's not sitting.
Yeah.
But still, what is that? Fucking 48 ounces of White Claw probably.
Yeah, not necessary for Steven. We didn't even like see the last part of his set.
Yeah, we didn't like his one big song.
Yeah,
Georgia, that one.
Something.
We didn't even see that because it was probably his ending song. Yeah, I feel like they always keep the best for last. But we left by then because we were like, should we just go party? Let's go party, and then we leave, and it all hit me. That's like when you get out of that like want sound in a concert. Like your equilibrium comes back and you're like, what the fuck just happened the past 2 hours?
When drinking and you go out, plans very rarely like go to plan with drinking. And like a lot of the times it goes better and it's fun and you have these crazy like unexpected nights. But then like a lot of the times you're like, fuck, we just got hammered and like ruined the plan.
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like people who struggle with like blacking out, like then you just don't remember anything you did, right? Like,
yes, it was my arch nemesis, drinking in my early 20s.
Right. Whereas when you're sober, like you do have a lot more control of the plan for your motor skills aren't compromised.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah. Another thing, escape rooms. So great. Me and Kristen have an ongoing list of escape rooms that we want to tackle here in Brooklyn. So
comment down below any of your faves.
Yes, that's another good one. Creative, mind stimulating, puzzle work. I feel like you go back to like a childlike place when you you're in like a propped room.
Literally.
Escape rooms are really fun. Go to parks. Go to when the weather's nice, go sit at a park.
Yep.
Bring like a little boom box or play music on your phone. Bring a crossword book.
That's a big one for me, even obviously in the cold too, but with Link, like if you have pets, if you have dogs, like go like bring them. Like dog owners know like the best plan is one where your dog can be involved. Yeah. Then you're not feeling bad about them being home. And like it's so innocent. It's free.
Yeah.
But it's extremely fulfilling.
Yes, extremely. Another one, window shopping. My favorite thing to do. I love when I can just like go walk around shops and stores and you can get inspiration for things that you may or may not want to add to like your wardrobe or your home. But you don't actually have to spend the money.
Nope.
Like you can get the ideas and it could spark something for a good DIY, which will then lead you to a day of DIYing. Like I've been doing a lot of Pinteresting and I'm going to get a couple canvases this weekend and I'm going to paint some things for my wall art.
Yep.
And it's, it's fulfilling both. You get that like, ooh, I'm spending a little money on something, for my apartment, but I'm also going to be spending however long it takes to paint 2 big ass canvases. Yep. So it's,
and then you're also practicing creativity and like hands-on. Like there's so much more substance to that activity than just shots at a bar.
Exactly. Right. Last one, and arguably my favorite of all time, a game night.
That could be like solo, like you said, with like Nintendo type shit, or with one person or with 10 people.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of different versions of that like depending on your lifestyle or your mood that night, you could still have a game night.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to involve alcohol. You could do like mocktails if you want the vibe of like holding a nice little soiree glass. Or you could do like little individual popcorn cups or, you know, anything where you can get the vibe still of like everyone like holding something and being social. But I know people have beef with game nights though.
I was just going to say, you and I obviously we're on the same page about this, but a lot of people don't like to sit and learn a game.
No.
And if that's you, then this one doesn't apply to you. But to those of you who
this is so crazy.
Are
normal.
Yeah, game nights. Great option there.
That's actually my next idea. So obviously we're throwing this big Super Bowl party and there's going to be alcohol and it's going to be like a very fun rage event.
Right.
But my next dinner party, if you will, is going to be a game night.
Chill.
Yes.
Game night. Cozy. Everybody wears sweats.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
low music, like low key vibe.
Yep.
No one's all hyped and crazy.
Yep.
Unless you like win a game.
Right. And then you can like brag for a little bit, but nobody's like getting hammered.
Yeah.
Nobody's yelling, being obnoxious. Like,
no.
Yeah. I will say kind of going back to what you said, the power of a mocktail here. Especially if you're in that kind of like transitional period that I feel like I'm in right now where I'm not drinking as much at all. Like the other night when we went out, I started like for my pregame, so to speak, I drank a, drink can. It's like CANN. It's 2 N's. It's a CBD and THC. I think it's like 4 milligrams of CBD, 2 milligrams of THC. They're just like little canned mocktails, but it's just no alcohol. It's just THC.
Yeah.
And it was enough for me to like feel like I'm doing something, but like it's herbal and I'm not going to be hungover from it. I'm not going to feel sick from it or anything like that.
It's not like really altering your state.
No. And things like just normal mocktails where I make these like every night with like the Sleepy Girl mocktail, like cherry juice. I'll do like some kombucha with it, but put it in a wine glass.
Yeah.
I think little things like that, they might feel silly and like, what's the point? But I mean, if you have that mindset, you got to fix that on another level. If you're always what's the pointing things, like that's a you problem. But the point is to feel like you're not just like cold turkey changing your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because I do get it. If you're somebody who's sober curious and all your homies are out at a bar, like it does feel silly to not have anything in your hand. And then people are like, oh, you're not drinking.
Sometimes you feel like after you want to make the decision to not be a part of the drinking, you automatically like 180 and it's in your head. You're like, oh, now I'm the boring one.
Right.
Or now the opposite of being involved is like not involving yourself at all.
Right.
But
isolated.
like the power of a really cute glass of club soda.
Yes. With a lime.
And like you feel like you're in the shits, but you're not altering your state.
Nope.
And like no one's gonna know or care.
Nobody ever cares as much as you think, of course. And I do feel like bars are getting more, especially like in like big cities. Like there's one near me, I forget the name of it, but it's fully like a sober bar and it's all cool. Like can euphorics and nowadays, have you seen nowadays? Yeah. It like looks like a Casamigos bottle, but it's like weed.
We should go.
Let's go. I've been really wanting to check it out, but I feel like a lot of places are starting to, like even as a society, hence this fucking episode, like people are getting on the train. Yeah. We're not fully there yet. I mean, but we're getting there.
Even like full cocktail menus at the bottom, they'll have a mocktail list.
Yes. Yep.
Or like even if you want to, well, I don't know, this might be harder, but some cocktails you can just say like, can I get this no alcohol?
Like a virgin strawberry daiquiri.
Exactly.
Which is not just like a strawberry smoothie kind of.
Basically, but like you're still with the vibe.
Right. Exactly. And you're still ordering something. Like you're not just like water, please. Cause I get it. It's an icky feeling.
Yeah. You feel left out when it's like that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the hardest part of this transition is just like not feeling isolated when you're just simply making a different decision, one that's better for your health and one that's for you.
Yep.
That doesn't affect anybody else.
Exactly. Preach,
sister. Period. I'm going to poop my pants from these chips.
But we dogged them.
Yeah, we actually just took a break and this
The bag's pretty much gone.
Yeah, and
I have a little bit of a headache.
I did right after I was chewing them, like a
woozy.
Womp womp. Yeah. We did whippets. Yeah, we actually did whippets.
Guys, don't drink alcohol, but
do whippets.
No, whippets.
Do not do whippets, you guys. That shit is so
it actually burns your brain cells.
The way I'd rather you drink than do whippets.
Oh, please.
Like, take a shot. Don't do whippets. Oh my God, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Before we go, one last point I want to make is, like, God, I feel like this also kind of like be its own episode, but I've been, especially living alone, like I have been really appreciating third places that aren't work, places that aren't home, but places that are like neutral, like a cafe, like a park,
yes,
a restaurant, whatever. And like where we live, we're very lucky to be surrounded by a lot of like of those third places. And I was thinking on like a grander scheme, New York is really good at third places because we are so Europe inspired, like especially Manhattan, obviously. But other places around the map, like it's not like parks and stuff. Like think about like LA, like nobody really kicks it in parks.
Yeah.
Not as much as here.
No, because I think, there's this thing where we're so in a city that when we crave, any bit of nature or grass, like it's
our only option.
Yeah, we flock to parks. Right. Whereas like in LA, for that example, like we had beautiful parks around us, that one in North Hollywood, that one. But like we're also surrounded by, great places to hike. Right. Like you drive an hour away and you're in Big Bear. I think it's
different.
It's a different necessity out here.
Yes. In the States in general, because whenever I've traveled, I notice a lot of people like hang out outside just to be outside. Like it's not always to go to dinner or to go meet for coffee, which is great. Those are all, add those to the list. Those are great things to do. But like people just going to sit outside and like
sit on a park bench
just to sit and just to people watch, like, and it's not, you're not stalling, you're not wasting time. It's quality time, but it's so simple.
Like my grandparents would just sit on their front porch.
Exactly. Like we lost that as a society. I think we're just stupid now and like lost our train of thought. I'm dead because I lost mine. No, our attention span.
Yes. Yeah. But like they would fully sit on the porch for hours and like anyone who walked by, and that's how you would like get to know your neighbors and like know your community. You would literally sit on your porch and you wouldn't get bored because you are taking in your environment.
So interesting.
I want to sit on my porch.
I want a porch. Yeah, it's something I notice I value a lot now. Like if I am in the apartment for 2 days, I'm like, okay, I have a lot of computer work today, but let's do it at a cafe.
Yeah.
And, that's great. And like, that's also a great way to like romanticize your life too. But per this topic, it makes me feel like I got out of the house, like I went and socialized. Cause I'll talk to like anybody next to me. Like I'll like compliment their laptop case and then boom, we're talking for like 15 minutes. Like that's what I like about these third places is it's
stimulating.
It's so stimulating and it feels productive. Not that you need to be productive, but like
it gives you that sense of productivity. Even if you go to a cafe just to make a Pinterest board.
Yes, like just go to fucking paint your nails. Don't paint your nails. Actually, that'd be really stinky. Yeah. But like things that don't have to be
collage
productive. Yeah, read, drink a coffee, and just look at people.
Yeah, I love people watching.
Me too.
I'm a starer.
Me too. That's why I like
glasses
outside. Yeah, sunglasses, and like really dark ones. But like, I don't know.
It's just nice to
the power of a third place.
Yeah, I love that. Good point.
Yeah, I make good points.
You should start a podcast. Podcastception.
Ew.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go watch the new episode of Severance. So.
Oh, that made me like tear up. My body language right now.
Okay, guys, we love you. Have a great weekend. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. and leave a comment. We love to read you guys' comments and, you know, tap in with you guys. And if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere else where you listen to podcasts, please rate and review us. And on Spotify, you can leave comments as well.
Yeah. Hope you liked this episode. I liked it.
Yeah.
It felt like worth talking about.
Yeah.
Let us know where you're at on this. Or are you someone that's just like, no, fuck it, drink till I die?
Which, sure.
Fine.
Yeah.
Maybe
tap in and see like.
Or just have some water.
Yeah.
Drink some water.
Are you drinking to.
Right.
Yeah.
See, we weren't going to go there, but like. Yeah, okay, bye.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. We love you. Or week, sorry. I keep doing that.
Well, it's because it's Friday. We're recording this on Friday.
Yeah, and it's the weekend for us. It's the weekend.
Hey! Gang shit.
Should we go out?
Should we take a shot?
All right, guys. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. All right. Cheers.